Hey guys, Jerry here with another trading journal. Wanted to talk about how yesterday went as well as what my current thoughts are on the market. So yesterday was not a very good trading day. It started out very good, but then as the day progressed, I just got more and more emotional and started taking trades that I really shouldn't have been. So for example, I took a short right here expecting us to come down to this 1 hour resistance right here, and then I got stopped out on this move up. Similarly, I also went long right here, expecting us to break out, and then I got stopped out on this move here. So it's like, still need to work on my psychology. They're just little tiny losses that of course add up over time. Like the day started off very good with like a 1.92% and a 2.5%. So I just have to remember that I can't let my emotions get the best of me and to like take a step back, the computer, when things are not going well, and just reassess, just like let the day play out. So yeah, my initial thesis was that we were going to chop around in this 1 hour to 4 hour resistance zone, and that's pretty much what we ended up getting, right? We had these deviations here. I did later on in the day. What messed me up is I flipped on my thesis, and I thought we were going to come down to this range low here, and we never did. Okay, we made a sequence of we just kind of chopped around like I initially thought. So I was looking at the chart trying to figure out like, okay, so we didn't hold the 1 hour resistance, but what could I have done to maybe better have traded this, instead of taking longs at the 1 hour resistance here, taking longs more so down here, and then perhaps putting my stop loss here at the range low. And by the way, another one of the trades I took that did not end up going my way is I placed longs right here at the 1 hour resistance, and then I got chopped out. I got stopped out right here, and of course we went in the desired direction. Anyways, I think the thing that I could have done is just here at the 1 hour chart, you can see we're closing, so we're making lower lows right here, right, on the hourly chart. So on this time frame, it makes sense that okay, we might be making lower closes, but if we switch the time frame to the 4 hour chart, okay, notice how, especially from this line right here, we never got any closes below this line, right? And every close that we got was bought back up right away. So we had to close down below, bought back up, close down below, bought back up, right? So at least from this perspective, there was really no concern to think that we were going to go down to the range low right here. I mean, I'm sure it could have been possible, but it would have been better to instead place my bids at least somewhere along the lines of like right there at this 4 hour close right here instead of our 1 hour resistance right here. And in hindsight, one of the things that should have invalidated this 1 hour resistance zone, or at least should have prompted me to move it into change course, is the fact that we got such a strong close beneath it. Okay, I mean, we were getting hourly closes of it getting bought back up. The fact that we got such a strong close beneath it should have told me that, okay, this 1 hour resistance needs to be moved. It has been invalidated, or it's no longer holding as a proper resistance. Right here, I still would consider this section here valid, because sometimes you do get closes underneath resistance zones, but as long as it gets bought back up right away, then I like to see this more as a deviation, right? But this right here should have been clear as day. Like, okay, you got a strong close beneath here. You got multiple closes underneath. Okay, it's time to move this hourly support zone, perhaps to right here. And the fact that you do have that confluence with the 4 hour closes that are like right here, I wish you could hold that straight. It makes a lot of sense to have moved this 1 hour resistance a little bit down further. And another thing is I have to remember to update these lines, these support and resistance lines, as time progresses, because the market is dynamically changing, and things aren't going to stay the same. So for example, here we have almost like this trend line going like that, right? So even placing this trend line using the candle opens and closes as my reference points would have yielded me a much better position right here. And that would have been a very nice trade up to about 6%. And that trade, see, I ended up losing 1.6%. And even though it went in the desired direction, which is, I feel like that's one of the worst feelings as a trader, when you get stopped out and then it actually goes in the right direction. But I mean, that's why I'm doing these videos, to learn, and why I am practicing. Anyways, on to my thoughts on today's market. Okay, so we have a breakout of this trend line right here. And I think we are poised for a move at least to this area right here. And we talked about this area before in a previous video about how, here, let me switch to a 5-minute chart, how there just tends to be, there is a nice block of volume right here. So it makes sense that we'd come up here. So it makes sense that we would break out to this area right here. So that's kind of my first target for today. I'm interested to see how we hold up on this area, because if we consolidate up here and volume is increasing, then I would probably look to break out and see potentially a retracement. Okay, and that is especially if the stonk market, the traditional stocks, start to hold up. We talked about this level before, holding this line here and possibly seeing continuation, because if we do break out of this level right here, then we are looking for this target right here. The bearish case is, I mean, we could always fall out of here, but given that volume has been increasing on old time frames, so let's go to the minute chart. So volume is increasing on old time frames. You can see we're making higher highs right here, and volume is steadily drifting upwards, which is very good. And then not just on the KuCoin chart here, but also on the macro video, you do see a nice increase in volume here, and this is exactly what you want to see. So we have like kind of a accumulation zone right here. The volume is basically flatlined here. We're not making lower lows. It's kind of slowly trending up, and then we got a big push in volume right here, okay, which coincides with that move right here. And then what really shows the strength of this move is this move right here, which we break out of the neutral zone. Okay, and since we're taking out this high right here in the volume, it essentially, in my eyes, confirms this move up. Okay, and that this is organic price movement, and this is legitimate price movement. If we got rejected off of this level right here, came back down, and price rallied higher, that would be a signal to short this right here, because we're at a key resistance level up here, and the fact that volume got rejected shows that buyers are still in control. But now notice how volume is slowly climbing up here with price as we kind of flag up here. So I do think we are going to get a breakout of this range here. And if we want to do even some basic TA, let's see, because this looks like a flag pattern, that gives us a potential target of this 15-minute supply block. So at minimum, I'm looking for a move to here with the potential to actually get a move to there. I'm guessing we'll kind of consolidate here and then move up to this 15-minute supply block. And I just got a position down here, so I think that would be like a good 6% trade to help make up for the gains that I lost yesterday. But yeah, if we do start consolidating over here, I'd probably look for a retest down here somewhere, maybe of the main structural support. We'll just have to see how the volume plays out and how the 4-hour candles look. But then if we break out of here, I expect it to come fast and violently, where we rocket up here into a retracement level, and we'll have to just see how that plays out. But let's see, again, looking at the macro video, we have some good continuation here on volume. But again, looking at the macro video here on the 15-minute chart, we have a clean, strong breakout of not only this price, this channel here, but also this resistance line right here, which is what you want to see. Same thing on the hourly, breakout, retest, looking for a move to this neutral zone. And then on the 4-hour video, we're getting sustained increase in volume, which is exactly what you want to see. Okay, if we zoom into this 4-hour, I just want to make note of like how fast these moves can be. This right here, right, like a V-shaped recovery in the 4-hour video led to very explosive price action up to that level. This is looking very similar. I would not be surprised if we get a nice move at least back up to this level right here. So it's looking good, especially if we start getting some 4-hour closes above here. But what I suspect is if we come back over here to like this accumulation zone, you can draw a simple support resistance line. Let's just do this level right here, okay? And typically what ends up happening, or what I'm anticipating is, see, you get like these rallies up here, and then you get a lot of inexperienced traders that end up longing this breakout only to get stopped out in a flush down, right? And that flush down happens at basically these major support levels. And this is where the ghost candles comes in really nice. Let's actually do a 1 week ghost candle. This is where the ghost candles comes in really nice, because you can see the open and close of the week, and you can have like a resistance line right there, and you can see we end up tagging that perfectly, and that would have been a really good place to get filled right here before continuing on to this real move right here. Take profit level up there. Okay, looking at the candle delta, we have some green price action, which is really good, looking to break out of this resistance zone, hopefully for continuation, assuming we get a breakout here. 15-minute candle video looking also very good. We finally had a breakout of this trend line officially, and we're holding above the neutral zone. We had a breakout right here, moving up to continuation, looking for a retest of this trend line as well as the neutral zone. 4-hour video slowly but surely making its way up. I'm curious if we're going to get rejected here, or if we're going to have a nice breakout as well, retest for continuation. All right, well, that's it for today's trading journal. I'm looking for a first move to here, but given how good the volume is, and given this technical target right here for this flag pattern, I think it's very likely that we actually make it up to this 15-minute supply block. And just out of curiosity, if we draw a fib here, okay, it doesn't look like there is confluence. I mean, we have the 1618 right here. I'm curious though, if we go from this high to this low, if there's anything. Nah, not really. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll take it level by level and see how it plays out. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.